This video explores work on questioning. The article from Mind, Brain and Education considers the role of questioning in learning and explores caregivers and children's STEM-related questions. Asking and answering questions fuels children's learning. Caregivers ask children questions from an early age, and in many cases, these questions support children's language development and STEM learning. When caregivers ask questions, they model how to ask questions, prompt children to provide a response, and lead children to ask deep questions. Adult-posed questions also help children recall information. Children's questions are also valuable for their learning. At its core, question asking keeps children engaged by allowing them to direct their own learning, as they can learn more about a topic they are interested in, while also showing adults what more they would like to learn. Curiosity and question asking are at the heart of STEM instruction, which relies on asking scientific questions to form hypotheses. Children are naturally curious about scientific domains. When they become uncertain of something, they deal with it by asking questions. Although questions can support scientific reasoning and STEM learning, different barriers can affect parents and children's question asking. When interaction is limited between parents and children, rich bouts of question asking are unlikely. Media use, either by adults or children, is one factor that can reduce parent-child interaction and conversation. Another factor that may affect adults' question asking is a lack of knowledge about the value of questions. Even in the classroom, research suggests that students and teachers ask few, high-level, deep questions. Encouraging children to ask questions about STEM topics in schools may be difficult for a variety of reasons. Although children might think of a question, they may not have confidence to express it aloud. Children might assume that their role in the classroom is to answer but not ask questions, as the teacher typically poses questions for children to answer. One study reported that when asked to generate questions, some children in a preschool were not sure what a question was, or maintained they had already asked questions when they had actually made statements. Even if children have the confidence and knowledge to ask a question, students may lack curiosity in school, leading them to ask fewer, genuine, deep questions. When elementary students were asked, "What are you usually curious about?" only 17% of their accounts referenced experiences in school. Furthermore, teachers do not typically utilise strategies known to encourage curiosity, such as prompting students to generate their own questions. The study explored caregivers and children's STEM-related questions in a game called Parkopolis versus a STEM-themed control exhibit, hypothesizing caregivers and children will ask more questions overall in the game because the game's signage and interactive nature promotes question asking. That caregivers and children will also ask more STEM-related questions, and children and caregivers will respond to a higher proportion of each other's questions in the game as the nature of the game stimulates back and forth interaction and conversation. The game successfully encouraged STEM question asking from caregivers and children. The game demonstrates how informal learning environments can foster children's curiosity. The questions we ask as teachers model to students how to ask questions. Practice asking the type of questions you want asked in front of the class. Encourage causation-based questions from your students. certainly instead of asking questions for the sake of asking questions. Hypothesis formulation relies on asking scientific questions. Design learning spaces intentionally to promote questioning. Imagery that students have some knowledge of, but not all, triggers curiosity. Much credit to all of the sources and authors from which I've reported on their work. For further information, please feel free to leave a note in the comments. If you found this video helpful or informative, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos on education and neuroscience, please subscribe. Thank you for watching.